PMDG has officially started their countdown for the release of their highly anticipated 777 aircraft. Welcome aboard Flight Simmers, my name is Rowan and welcome back to another Information Alpha video. It has been a while since I've created a video, so it is nice to be back. So with FS Expo just round the corner in a week's time, this bit of news definitely took us all by surprise, as we wasn't expecting any more major news until being shown live at the expo itself. So let's start off with some information regarding the release structure said by Robert Randazzo. The PMDG 777-300ER is the launch simulation for our new 777 product line for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The product line will eventually grow to include the 777F, the 777-200ER and 777-200LR airplanes, each as its own unique product, allowing fans to purchase only those pieces of the fleet that are interesting to them. We fully expect the PMDG 777 to exceed the expectations of dyed-in-wool simulation aficionados and casual simmers alike, with strong visual splendor mixed in with the highest level of technical simulation available for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously this is the structure for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, but as PMDG has said in the past, their products will be integrated to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with ease and hopefully with little delay after the sim launch. Fingers crossed PMDG will get an early access to the new edition to begin testing before launch day for a fast transition between simulators. Now let's move on to the systems, as Robert says. The systems simulation in our 777 is second to none, with major and minor systems simulator to a fanatical level of detail that passes the scrutiny even of the experienced pilots, engineers and maintainers. Packed into the product, we have also included a hugely upgraded PMDG Universal Flight Tablet, with many new features included specifically to support this major title release. The 777 is fully SimBrief enabled and using modern SQL based nav data format with data provided by our friends at Navigraph. Something we have been missing for some time now, and we are happy to finally have it included in this product. Our 777 has released an update lateral painting model that allows her to accurately interpret, draw and fly all lateral path segments defined in the navigation database, provided that they are achievable by real-world counterpart to our simulation. If you are a detail-orientated sim pilot who likes to learn and understand the nuts and bolts of the airplane, the PMDG 777 will satisfy your passions, with all systems modelled down to the component level and real-time computation of temperatures, pressures, fluid flow rates, densities, volts, amps, ohms, and ohms included in the core of the simulation technology. The accurately modelled tyre wear simulation based on the actual manufacturer's wear specifications will cause your aircraft tyres to wear depending upon the type of flying and braking that your tyres experience regularly. Long taxi distances can be just as hard on the tyre life as heavy braking, for example, and all of this is to be included. The Boeing electronic checklist is included, along with all of the certificated normal and abnormal procedures for the airplane. This will help you troubleshoot any pesky mechanical failures that you may experience in operation of the airplane, and will certainly keep you operating the airplane correctly. So all of these are really great features, and I really cannot wait to try some of them. I'm so excited to try some of these brand new systems which haven't been used on any other aircraft in the past. So this is something which is really good for the simulator and should definitely increase that level of simulation. Of course, with the 777 being a long hauler, a lot of attention was required on the engines. This is because they want to ensure that they have an accurate fuel consumption model, which is important because if you have a model where the engines are burning too much fuel than was actually predicted in your fuel calculations, then that means you may not have enough fuel to complete your flight. And when you're doing a long haul flight, that amount which is being burnt more is going to start multiplying the longer you fly for, which is obviously crucial to PMDG because they want to make sure that these fuel calculations when we are generating our flight plans are accurate to what it is in real life. so having an accurate fuel consumption model is imperative for this simulation. In fact, they've tuned the fuel consumption model to the point that it is actually accurate to 0.3% of predicted fuel burn, which is outstanding and practically the same margin of real-life operators. The 777 also has integrated data links via Hoppy for those who are familiar and wish to use it, and also the data link can be used outside of Hoppy to bring in some useful flight data to the flight deck, such as importing your flight plan from SimBrief. As we have previously seen in other updates, PMDG has included for the first time a full detailed passenger cabin that can be reached by opening the cockpit door and walking through it. The cabin is configured with 4 distinct seating zones, seatback displays, integrated lighting that is tied to a modified simulation of the Boeing Sky interior to adapt lighting to follow day or night cycle changes, scheduled lighting changes to reflect all phases of flight from boarding to taxi and departure, meal services, galley cleanup periods, sleep and waking up cycles, and etc. Door arming indications and passenger signs are fully integrated as well, with all cabin features being correctly and accurately assigned to their real-world power sources and controls. So this is very exciting to see that they're trying to integrate the different lighting periods for different types of services, for example for meals, or even men sleeping and so on. So having this full automation is going to be very exciting for those who like doing these long haul flights during the night. Now moving on to the sound model. So the sound model provides a full feature audio experience for the user, changing to reflect the sound environment as you move about the exterior of the airplane, or from the cockpit to the cabin and back again. So this means that we will experience different ambient sounds and pitches based on our location in or out of the aircraft. There are also so many other new features that are still to come, that are still in development, so that when we do get a new update on another fleet, they will also refresh your current one and update it so it is running fresh into the future. So for those who like reading the forums yourself, make sure you keep checking it throughout the whole week, as they're going to be posting more details highlighting some new features and some areas of the airplane that they think that we might find interesting. So make sure you're always checking up every single day. Now onto the part which I think you are all most wanting to find out, and that is when this aircraft will be released. Well, they have given a window for the release, and that will be next week on the 25th of June. So this is going to be their targeted date. However, they do have a buffer period up to the 30th, so if there are any issues they can push it up to that point then. Now of course, if you remember the other week, PMDG actually updated their website to handle a larger load of users, so fingers crossed that when the 777 does release, we do not have similar issues to the past where it has led to the website crashing and stopping all purchases of any products. As for those on Marketplace and Xbox, PMDG expects the aircraft will be out a few weeks later after the initial release, so you shouldn't be waiting too long either. As for the paint kit, that will also be made available for all of us on the day of release too, so all of those Swifty painters, you should be getting to work very soon. And that's it. That is practically the whole post summarised into this 9-minute video. If you found this information useful and want to support the channel, then please make sure you click on that like, subscribe and ding on that notification bell, as it does help the channel a tremendous amount. If you also want to get more involved in the Information Alpha community, then make sure you join our Discord server where we talk about all of the latest news and plan live streams together. And that's it. Thank you so much for making it this far in the video. My name is Rowan and you've been watching Information Alpha. See ya!